Wow. Trying to process it. I can't process it. This show just took a whole lot of chances. And that's amazing to me. I mean, I've seen shows take chances before. I've seen some shows just take chance after chance after chance. This show just said, you know what? We've already had him working as a guard. We've already had him working as a high detective. We've already had him working as a detective that was not really given the proper, not lot in life. What? I don't know. We had a police captain who was so corrupt that he just kept pushing Gordon down. So it feels like we've gone everywhere we could. No, we have not. This is criminal Jim Gordon. After he killed Gallivan, I thought to myself, what could they do with this? There's so much possibility here. Like, so much possibility. You could have him get arrested. You could have him work it all out. To have it where the Riddler ends up taking him down and getting him arrested. Great move. Very, very good move. I'm amazed. I mean, this, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess the thing is, going through this episode, I kind of figured this might be where it was headed. I wasn't expecting him to get arrested this episode, but I kind of expected Riddler to, especially when he talked to Penguin and he said, all that information you gave him about Jim Gordon to me was very useful. I'm like, okay, so he's probably the one that called in the anonymous tip. It feels like he's setting Jim up, in all of this. So whenever Jim walks into the apartment, I'm like, oh, I get it. I know where this is going now. And sure enough, it worked out exactly how I was picturing in my mind. Jim shows up. There's a crowbar that kills him. It's a crowbar from the crime scene. This Pickney ends up being the source of the anonymous tip. So now it looks like Jim killed him and trying to protect himself. The thing that was really good, though, is after all of this, after he gets arrested, after, Barnes tries to talk him into just tell me the truth, tell me what happened, and he's just like, I want my rep. He's just like, you're a disgrace, and then he leaves him out in handcuffs, and he's talking to Harvey's like, the bomber did this, he set me up, we need to find the bomber. I'm just like, okay, so is this all going to be like them trying to figure it out before Jim goes to... Cut to the next scene. The trial of Jim Gordon, 4-week long trial of Jim Gordon, has just come back with a verdict of guilty. I'm like, whoa, what? Wait, what? Like they cut a whole month off. It's amazing. It is a risk taken that I was not expecting. And I love it. Because not only does this mean that the trial's over, Jim is now going to jail. We didn't get to see any of that, but I'm guessing Harvey was trying to follow up leads, wasn't getting anywhere because the Riddler is just that good. Well, he's not the Riddler yet. Enigma is that good. But on top of that, we also skipped 4 weeks of Bruce and Selina, which means, maybe that... I don't mind the fact that they had that one scuffle with this guy in this episode, and then for the next 4 weeks, they were just out there. Bruce, he gave that speech about, I felt like I could not be broken. I felt alive, and it is a good speech, and it kind of leads to, maybe they have been on some adventures over this next month, but they were good because that one moment is what sparked Bruce into really learning how to survive there. And learning how to take a beating, and then learning how to dish one out as well. I said in the last review, I didn't want to see him becoming Batman too soon. It doesn't feel like he's becoming Batman. It feels like he is kind of growing into a young man, because before he was just a spoiled rich kid who didn't know anything. and then he learned some stuff from Alfred. He learned how to fight, and I love the scene where he's fighting the kid, and Alfred's voice in his mind when Alfred was fighting that big guy, talking about how to beat the bigger man. That was a great scene, but it kind of does show that he's not becoming Batman yet. Batman would just be kicking butt and taking names. Bruce Wayne right now is becoming a regular man. He's no longer a spoiled rich little kid. He is now becoming a man who's learning how to survive without all the spoils, without all the riches, which will eventually proceed into learning to become Batman. But I like the fact that he's not really learning that yet. So anyway, but like I said, we have 4 weeks passed with them. Maybe we'll learn something about what happened there, but probably not. We didn't have to go through the awkward stage of Penguin coming into his family. By the way, having Pee Wee Herman for a dad, I don't know if that's awesome or if that's really, really weird, but great choice, Like, based on Robin Lord Taylor's performances so far, I mean, I totally buy it. It was very interesting. I was like, is that? No. Is that? No. And it is! So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. But we skipped 4 weeks there. So now they've accepted him into the family. But you can still see maybe there's a little mistrust there, Whenever they're like, to family, the mom takes a sip and looks over, like, suspiciously. The daughter, like, gives him a kiss on the cheeks. Hello, brother. And she kind of looks and he hugs, the other brother hugs Oswald. He's like, brother? He's like, yes, brother. And he even has a look, it's like, And based on the previews from next week, it looks like that's kind of becoming, there's going to be a little bit of a rift there. I don't know, it's interesting to see where that's going to go. But it is fun to see, it's nice to see that we didn't have to go through the typical awkward phase of a long lost child coming into a family. Like, I've seen that before, I've seen it so many times, I know what the original reaction would be to, oh, we have another sibling, and oh, you have a son with another woman, and I've seen it before. It's been done well before, Elf, but I don't want to see it here because that's not important. And so it's nice to see, oh yeah, we skipped over that, so now they've accepted him into the family, but there's still some issues going on because he used to be a criminal. But like I said, just really bold risk to take to, one, have your main character who is supposed to be a good guy kind of becoming a bad guy, but then not really a full bad guy, just that one moment. And then on top of that, now he's arrested for that one moment. It's really good. It's really, really good. I don't know where it's going next. I feel like it's going to start focusing on now Harvey is trying to figure out what happened, which means Nigma may target Harvey next, which would be very interesting to see. But he may go after Harvey next if Harvey starts trying to challenge him. He'll see that as a challenge, and he'll want to prove that he's the smartest man in the room, so he'll take that challenge. I don't know. It's hard, because Batman is like the only one that's bested the Riddler, I think. Maybe. Anyway, so it's hard to think that they're going to figure this out and they're going to stop Nigma from following through with his plan. It's hard to think how they're going to, because honestly, yeah, they figured out the riddles, but they were supposed to. It was all leading to he needs to defuse the bomb, which means he opens up the locker with a crowbar. That leads to planting the crowbar at the scene. It all led to Jim getting arrested, which was his plan all along. So he succeeded. I don't see how they're going to stop that now because he set everything perfectly in motion. So, on the one hand, I'm glad to see they're taking chances, but on the other hand, it kind of feels like you put yourself in such a position that it's hard to imagine getting out of it without some serious bullcrap. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll figure something out. Maybe they do it brilliantly, and I love it too. Hopefully. But yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. I mean, we're kind of gonna go through some of the motions of a guy who used to be a cop or a good guy, or I've seen this before. He goes to jail, then everybody that he put in jail is gonna be there, and they're gonna wail on him, and yeah. So we're gonna go through some of those motions, but maybe they'll handle it well. I hope they do. I believe they will. I'm gonna put my faith in this show and say they're gonna handle this well. It's gonna be handled perfectly, and I'm gonna love every minute. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. The three main storylines are Jim with Nigma plus the Galavan thing going on. You've got Cobblepot. He looks like he really has changed. At least it really does seem like he has. But like I said, I think because it's Gotham, it's going to affect him, and it's going to change him back into the monster he was before, because that's just what Gotham does. And even saw from a little bit of the previews, it looks like his dad's family isn't exactly right either. Like the daughter looked like she was she thinks that he has a plan to kill the father, and she wants in on it. It's like, are they weird too? maybe Cobblepot will fit right in. But the scene at the beginning when he visits Tabitha and Butch, and Butch is just like, yeah, I really think he has changed. And then he goes visits Nigma, and he's covered in tar and feathers, and he's just like, what happened to you? Like, oh, just Butch and Tabitha having fun. They said they wanted to kill me, so this is actually pretty good. What? Good? Are you sure? Anyway, but they're having fun with that. The Bruce thing is very interesting with Selena right now. Curious to see where that's going, how they're going to handle that. But it's all really good right now. I'm excited to see where it's going from here. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe for more Gotham. And I'll see you at the next review. Peace out.